In 1960, a magazine ad for a mixer proclaimed that their product did everything but cook because, quote, "that's what wives are for." Since then, the number of men who cook at home in the United States has increased by almost 50%. Turns out, not knowing how to feed yourself isn't a masculine trait. It's a toddler trait. Still, there's work to be done. Homes in America with men who do not know how to cook. Robert, is it possible to reshape traditional gender roles in the kitchen with a knife? Yep. Why a chef's knife? Because it's the most used tool in the kitchen. So what are the real differences between most chef's knives and the MANNKITCHEN MK9? The main one is going to be the size. It's big. It's bigger, not the biggest. Big. It's got a larger handle, wider to fit really anyone's hand apart from a very small child. And if your very small children are using big, sharp, dangerous knives, then that's cool. Previously, only carbon steels would get hard enough to hold a fine edge. No more. Nitro X63 stainless steel is manufactured right here in the United States. Finally, a steel that will take an edge, hold an edge, not chip, and not rust. A finer edge that is more durable and will stay sharp longer. The handle on the MK9 is large. It's built not just for large hands, but so that if you do have large hands, it will still be comfortable. The handle material is a G10. It looks like it's got a wood grain, but really what you're seeing is layers of fiberglass inside a resin. You can grip it, whether wet or dry. It's got a nice feel to it. It's non-slip, and unlike wood, it won't swell, shrink, crack, or discolor over time and around water, which your knife is going to be around water. You don't want something that scales eventually. It's a wide blade. Why have a wide blade? There's a couple reasons. First reason, when you're chopping, you want to be able to finish a cut before your knuckles hit the cutting board. Thin knives, like this one here, knuckles hit before you finish a cut. Second reason, I use a knife after I'm chopping on the board to gather up my ingredients and transport them into the pan. The wider the blade, the easier that is. The last reason for a wide blade is that it increases the life of your blade. Every time you sharpen it, you're removing material. See that? Each second is equivalent to 10 years. So by here, I'm dead and gone. And by here, everyone's using lasers to cut. So really, it's the last knife you'll ever need. You notice with the MANNKITCHEN knife that the spine is curved. And there's a reason for that. Instead of having to really tweak your wrist to get the height you need, you have a more natural wrist position while cutting, which means less repetitive stress injuries if you're spending a long time in the kitchen. Look at the hand of any chef you know. You'll notice on their index finger they've got a callus right here. That is from using a pinch grip on a chef's knife that has a unpolished or sharp spine. This is the spine right here. And on the MK9, this spine is rounded. You won't be able to see this at all from where you're sitting. But trust me, it's really round. And the result of that is when you're using it in a pinch grip, see where the knife rests? Right on that callus? With this knife, you're not scraping the heck out of your index finger every time you make a cut. The result of that is your callus, well, I still have one. Sometimes I use my competitors' knives. Many knives, particularly German knives, will have a full bolster, meaning this widened area goes all the way down to the heel of the blade, which is nice. It's very stable, it's very sturdy. The downside of it is when you're sharpening the blade, you have to constantly grind down that end, or you end up getting a big whoop-dee, which is a technical term, in the back of your blade. So when you complete a cut, you've got an air gap because the bolster prevents you from sharpening all the way to the heel. On a micro bolster, you don't have that issue. You can sharpen the blade from point to heel and you never run into that thickened area. It's bigger, it's sharper, and it's built to fit your hand. The list of things that I'm an expert on is very short. But I do know what I use and I know what I like. I know what I found useful, and I have spent thousands of hours in the kitchen with a knife in my hands. And the 5 features that are combined in this knife is the first time it's been done. I'm Cleve, a man who cooks at home I'm asking for your help because I want, nay, because I need your help. Need because I can't afford a full production run of this chef's knife, which every man who cooks at home should have. Money will fund the first production run. I've got samples, the design is done, took a year and a half to finally get it right. If you're a man who cooks at home, or you know a man who cooks at home, or you know a man who you would like to cook at home, or you know a man who you would like to cook more at home, even if you know a man you'd like to cook at home, that's illegal. But even then, please tell them about Man Kitchen. Spread the word. We need all the help we can get, because a man who can cook is better than when he couldn't. You can tell in the logo here, there's a little man, and he's in the kitchen, and he's got a square head because he's in Norwegian. The first day, I was so excited. I had taken it into the bathroom with the box, as people do, for reading material, and when I was taking it out, I slipped and nicked my thumb. So yeah, the first thing that I ever cut with the Man Kitchen chef's knife was my finger in the bathroom. My wife said, "Cleve, you have to put a warning that it's really sharp." So for those of you that aren't aware that knives are often sharp and can do damage, knives are sharp and can do damage. Let me address a common question. Cleve, Man Kitchen chef's knife, built for the man who loves to cook. Can women use it? Of course not. It's right in the name. Please support this Kickstarter so that other men and women with man hands can have kitchen tools that fit. So the short answer is, yes, you can put it in a dishwasher, but should you? No. Would you put your kids in a dishwasher?